Hi everybody, welcome to Talk O'Clock. It's Saturday and it's time to review that little artwork that I did this week. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen that I didn't publish or post any daily sketches of my atheist Bible art kind of thing the last week, but as I said in the week before, that there is a lot of stuff going on in my private life where I'm kind of on I'm depending on somebody else's schedule. I can't really influence stuff. I had to leave stuff to the side and not do it for the purpose of having the videos being kind of on time. Except for this one, I'm doing okay so far. So I had to let the daily challenges sit there, and I will pick them up as soon as my schedule is kind of a bit better, or if things calm down, you know? So it's not that I'm stopping having the sketches. I'm actually missing having my 15 minutes in the mornings, but I don't want to take the book with me when I go somewhere to do things. And I'm sorry for being so cryptic, but again, that's private life. So I decided just to let it go this week. But I did do things, and I did publish things, and one thing that I did, let's start with this one here, is my art journal page, and this one is called Coffee, because I'm a coffee junkie. I love coffee. It's one of my favorite beverages. I need it in the mornings. And the reason for this page was to play around. I didn't want to have any specific topic, but then again, usually when I do that, some topic just sneaks its way into the page anyways. And this week it was coffee. So all the rest, all the details, all the technical stuff, all the supplies that I used there in my art journal video. So I do have the card here somewhere on the screen. Just hop on over after this video if you're curious how this came together. Another one that I did, and I published that on Tuesday, is this very, very simple Tiny Tuesday. It's just 3 things that I used here: spray paints, stencil, and permanent markers. That's that. Very simple. But I really like the gradient color here, how it went from dark to light, and this is done with spray paints, which is always it's quite difficult to control, especially on a tiny surface like that. But I really liked how the gradient worked here, and just having this one little bluebird being the thing that pops out on this page. It's very simple. It's almost mellow. But I think that's because I did use 2 brown colors for the spray paint. I only have copper and clear spray paint aside from the brown ones in my studio. So I guess I would have used other colors would I have had them. But I really like that I only had the browns and used them for that. So that was the Tiny Tuesday. Another thing that I published this week was the Talk O'Clock series on Thursdays, where I usually have the Talk O challenge, but I didn't have time to edit the video, and that one in particular takes a lot of time to edit because it's more than one video and audio stream, stuff like that. So I decided to do something that is a bit easier or a bit faster to edit, and just to have something up for you on the day. And I decided to film my take on the weekly challenge of the daily life, documented life, not daily life, documented life project. And this week it was to use cheesecloth, and the prompt was say cheese. So now I don't have cheesecloth. I didn't want to buy any and didn't have time anyways. So I went quote-unquote shopping in my studio for what I could use that has this kind of this texture, and I do have these two different kinds of meshes here, and I use them and went with a prompt this time rather than with the supply or the medium that you're supposed to be using that week. So I went with say cheese, and come on, it's a mouse, it's a piece of cheese, and it's a labyrinth. It's kind of logic, right? So painted that, and you can see that on my channel how it came together. Very simple one. I think it was 30 minutes, maybe 40 with drying time that it took me, but it's very simple, and that's just well, my take on the page this week. And the last thing that I published was my Friday video. And that one is the May topic for the Lokra Thana group, and that's water. Now, I didn't want to go with those water droplets and stuff like that. It's just, I didn't feel like it. I like drawing these, but I didn't feel like it. So I went with a solid water body there and have a jellyfish there. So in January, if you guys are on my channel for a longer time now, you know that I was at the Baltic Sea. And there we visited an aquarium, a really huge one, and gorgeous kind of a museum or aquarium, really, really cool. And they had lovely jellyfish there in a tank. So I took photos there, did have a license for that, so don't worry. And I used one of the photos as the reference photo for this particular painting because I really like the colors and the pattern of the jellyfish here. And that's the dude. It's done with mixed media, and I really like working with mixed media on these artist canvas boards. And I used watercolor first, which is not the intuitive thing to use on these boards because the watercolor can't be sucked in. It's just pretty much very blotchy on the board, and that's that. But with a bit of ink here, you'd get actually a very nice background surface with a bit of shimmer of green, black, purple, all the colors that are mixed in. When you look at the board on the right angle, I don't think you could see it here, but me looking from the side, I could definitely see it. So all the stuff in the middle is done with a Tombow, water-soluble markers and permanent markers, a bit of colored pencil. That's that. So I really liked working on it. It's simple, but yeah, I don't know. It kind of has something, and I can't really put my finger to it. I can't say what it is, but it's something. So if you know what maybe, or if something draws you to the painting and you can name it, please let me know in the comment section below. Educate me. And yeah, if you feel like it, like, share, subscribe, all the good things. And I hope that I'm going to be, well, able to keep up the schedule, at least with the main videos next week. I know I'm going to be very, very busy next week, so it might be that the week after is actually going to be a bit difficult with scheduling, because I always produce the videos or the artwork for the videos a week before, and then I use the rest of the week for editing and stuff like that, and for doing actually the stuff that I'm not having videos for. But yeah, we'll see. I will let you know if things work out. If they don't, I guess I will just have a note on my Facebook page just to let you know. So check there if you're missing a video or if you're not sure. Anyways, enough of the ramble. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy. Take good care. Bye-bye.